Hello everyone, my name is Jessica. I am a yoga instructor here down in Austin, Texas. And I just wanted to take a little bit of your day to run you through a quick and easy flow that helps get you out of your brain and into your body. I know that a lot of times right now we feel as though we have too much time on our hands to even really know what we're supposed to do with it, but the opportunity that you're providing for yourself for showing up on your mat and getting connected with your mind, your breath, and your body will do so much good for you in the long run, especially during times like these where we feel as though we sometimes have more stagnant energy than we know what to do with. So to get started, we'll start on our mats in child's pose. So we're going to bring our knees out wide to be the width of the mat, our toes together to touch out at the base of near our booties, and then our arms reached out long towards the front of our space. Forehead is rested down onto the mat. We find a deep breath in, fill your belly up in between the space between your thighs. And then as you exhale, feel a sinking in your hips, sending your sits bones closer towards the earth. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, get heavier. One more breath in, fill up. And exhale, release. Inhale, start to make your way up into a tabletop, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. And then as you inhale, flip your tailbone up to the sky, sink down through your belly, shine through your chest and bring your head up for cow. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round through your spine, press through your palms, and lastly, drag your head down, angry cat. Inhale, flip the tailbone up to the sky, sink down through the belly, rise the head up for cow. Exhale, round through the back, broaden through the shoulder blades, and lastly, drag the head down, angry cat. You can move through cat-cow, inviting in any other organic movements that may feel good in your body. You can possibly sink your hips from side to side as you move from cat and into cow. You can come to and from child's pose, extending out the spine and then retracting. You can possibly flip your palms so that your fingers are faced towards your shins and you're able to maybe rock from side to side, stretching out your wrists if that feels good. Maybe barrel roll your chest in one direction and then the other. The beautiful thing about cat-cow is that we use this as a tool towards the beginning of our class to connect our mind to our breath, to our body. So it allows for us, as we move between cat and cow, to link what we're doing with our body with what we're doing with our breath. Take about 2 more rounds of cat-cow. And then once you feel complete, come into a flat tabletop. As you inhale, rise your right arm up to the sky, broaden through your wingspan. And as you exhale, plant your right shoulder onto the earth, your right cheek onto the earth for thread the needle. You're welcome to keep your left hand right near the face, or you can walk your fingertips up towards the front of your space to find a little bit more intensity. If you want even more intensity, you can take your left hand and you can link it behind your back for a small bind. Wherever you are, envision bringing your hips back in space and over towards the right side, just intensifying the twist a little bit more. Find a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, start to plant your palm back to where it was. And as you inhale, rise your right arm up to the sky, find a counter twist. And then exhale, plant your hands back down onto the earth. Inhale, shine your left arm up to the sky, broaden through your wingspan. Exhale, plant your left shoulder onto the earth, your left cheek onto the earth. You're welcome to, as if you did on the other side, keep your right hand near your face, or walk your fingertips up towards the front of your mat. If you want a little bit more intensity as well, you can possibly take your right hand and find a small bind. Just as we did on the other side as well, envision bringing your hips back in space and this time over to the left. Wherever you are, find a deep breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Bring your right hand back to where it was. Press down through the palm, shine the left arm up to the sky, counter twist. Exhale, plant your hands down onto the earth. Find yourself another cat-cow to even out through the spine. And then once you're ready, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Could be your first down dog of the day, so maybe take them for a little bit of a walk. You can pedal up through each one of your knees, trying to send the heels close to the ground as they can. If they don't reach, that's okay. You can maybe find steadiness in your heels and snake your hips from one direction and then the other. Envision with the hands that you're pressing down through energy through the L parts of your fingers. So the forefinger and the thumb, you're sending a lot of pressure in that area. Rotate the pit of your elbows towards the front of your space, and then let your head just hang heavy. Gaze is between the two big toes. To find a little bit of extra length in the spine, you can find a generous bend in your knees. Come to your tippy toes, send your hips up high to the sky as you can. Press away with your hands. And then re-straighten and try to send your heels back down to the earth, keeping the newly found space in between each one of your vertebras to be in line. Find a deep breath in and exhale, let it go. Inhale, send your right leg up high, strong and straight to the sky. Toes to the ground, heel up high. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, round out, knee to nose. Press the floor away from you. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge at the top of your space. Gently place your left foot in between the space between your hands. Now soften your left knee down to the earth. Untuck your toes if that's comfortable for you. And as you inhale, draw a straight line up to the sky, Vinyasa. As you find yourself here, envision tucking your tailbone underneath you, knitting your ribs in, and then igniting your arms up to the sky, possibly finding a deeper sinking in your right knee. Find a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, bring your heart to your thumbs. And then exhale, revolved crescent. So hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Once you find yourself here, find prayer arms in your hands and then press your thumbs together so they reach towards the front, the center of your chest. Inhale, come back up through center, rise arms up overhead. Exhale, straighten through the front legs and the toes up to the sky, half splits. You can maybe windshield wiper your foot from side to side, getting a little bit deeper into the different areas of the hamstring. If you can't reach for the ground, a block, a pillow, a blanket, water bottle, anything that maybe could be used as a crutch is you're more than welcome to use. Envision taking your right thumb, pressing it into your hip crease and sending that hip back, your left hip forward. Inhale, find length through the crown of the head. Exhale, close the gap between the thighs and the chest. Take one more breath in for length. And exhale, fold. Kind of bend into your right knee, tuck your back toes, send your feet back, downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out through the legs, noting how different this might feel between the two legs right now. Inhale, send the left leg up high to the sky, toes down, foot flexed. Exhale, round out, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Plant the left foot softly between both the hands. Now drop the knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise up, Vinyasa. As you did before, find a little bit of a tucking the tailbone, a knitting in of the ribs. Rise the arms up overhead. Find a sinking in the hips, opening up the right hip flexor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, bring your heart into your thumbs, and then as you exhale, revolve to the left. So hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Once you find yourself here, press your palms towards one another, and then ignite the pressure between the two hands. Maybe focusing your gaze up to the sky. Find a deep breath in. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, straighten through the left legs and the toes up to the sky, half splits. If you windshield wiper your foot from side to side here as well. If you find that you need to have a little bit of extra support, if the ground feels far away from you, and you're welcome to use anything that may help in that situation. Envision bringing the right hip back in space, the left hip forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Take a bend into your front knee. Tuck your back toes. Make your way back into downward facing dog. Maybe pillow up through each one of your legs. Noting the difference between how you may feel in down dog now is the beginning of class. As you inhale, look to the top of your space, come to your tippy toes. And as you exhale, take tiny steps all the way up to the top of your mat. Bring your feet so that they're about hip-width distance apart. Grab for opposite elbows, let your head hang heavy. Take a bend in your knees, let your belly rest under your thighs for ragdoll. You're welcome to just stay here, stay stagnant, or you can maybe sway from side to side. As you sway from side to side, make note of the transfer and balance between the different areas of your feet, the four corners. Envision finding a rootedness between the soles of your feet into the mat and into the earth, allowing for you to be stable, strong, and steady as you're moving through this pose and through the rest of your practice. Release your hands slowly by stacking one vertebra on top of one another. Come into standing with your eyes closed and your hands to your heart center, your Anjali Mudra. Once you find the closing in your eyes, take a deep breath in and exhale, let it go. One of the things that's really been resonating with me lately is the concept of the fact that we are human beings, not human doings. We are supposed to take moments in the day to find the ability to be present, to be aware, to be in our bodies, and not thinking forthcoming, previous, different things like that. We are here to live each day as if we have zero other expectations, being present in exactly where we are. So what I invite for you to do as you practice today is to find the ability to not worry about anything outside of these four corners of your mat. Allow for yourself to just gently be here. Allow for yourself to have this time to solely be for yourself, your body in this moment, and nothing else matters. Acknowledging the fact that we are human beings, not human doings. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to seal your intention. Take another inhale. And exhale. This time, take a deep breath in. This time, seal your lips, exhale out through your nose. Restrict the muscles in the back of your throat, creating almost like a Darth Vader type of sound, your Ujjayi Pranayama, your ocean's breath. This breath allows for you to create heat internally in your body as you move your body externally today. So you get all of the goodness of cooking up your insides as well as moving your outsides. If you ever feel at a loss of your breath and not being able to connect with it, you're always welcome to find child's pose or downward facing dog, any sort of resting pose that allows for you to take a moment to just take a small break and connect with your body. Find another deep breath in. Exhale through the nose. Another inhale. And exhale. Let's move. Start to flutter your eyes open, and as you inhale, reach your arms up overhead to Tadasana. Find a good morning stretch. Grab for your left wrist. Take a deep breath in to reach up. Solid through the feet. Exhale, bend over to the right. Stay for a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, come back up through center. Switch the grip. Exhale, bend over to the left. Stay for an inhale, rooted down through the right foot. And exhale. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, bring your hands down through your heart center and forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands onto your shins. Be straight within your back so you can make the number 7 with your body, resetting the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back into a high plank. Inhale, shift to your toes so your shoulders come over your wrist creases. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to the earth with your elbows kissing the sides of your ribs like a tricep push-up. Untuck your toes and zip your legs up so much so that your knees come up off of the earth. Then utilizing your strong back muscles, inhale, baby cobra, shine through the chest. Find a deep breath in, maybe reach a little bit higher, maybe floating the hands. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tuck the toes, press up, high plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Find a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, look to the top of your space, come to your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, maybe step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. That is our Surya Namaskar A, or Sun A. So we'll be moving through our Sun A about 5 more times. We'll be doing the same movements. If you have another variation that you would like to utilize for your chaturangas, I'm going to be demonstrating that this next round. However, if you would like to still just use it where it's easy, drop down all the way to the earth, come into baby cobra, press up into downward facing dog, you're more than welcome to do that. So as you inhale, find a deep breath in, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend over to the right, grabbing the left wrist. Inhale, come back through center, switch the grip. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, high plank. Inhale, shift your shoulders over your wrist creases, come to your tippy toes. Exhale, only lower down halfway this time for your chaturanga dandasana. Come to the tops of your toes, shine through your chest, straighten through the arms, allow for your thighs to be up off of the earth. Take a deep breath in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your space, hit onto your tippy toes. Exhale, safely travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Rise up. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, high plank. Inhale, shift to your tippy toes. This time lower down either halfway or all the way, depending on what you would like to do. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Take one more breath in. Exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your space, come to your tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your heart center. This time I invite for you as we move through the next 3 Sun A's, for you to possibly close your eyes if you feel comfortable in your practice. This is a great tool to use as you move through your yoga practice to step out of the current world that you're living in and focus more internally to your inner self, allowing for you to feel what's good in your body, not think about what's good in your body, not try to live up to certain expectations that you may see on social media or other people that you may be with right now. It allows for you to step inward and focus on what feels good to you. The beautiful thing about yoga, showing up on your mat and breathing is yoga. So depending on whatever you do, as long as it's without injury, you are living your best practice. So we'll move through our Sun A 3 more times. I don't know if I said 3 before. I may have said 2, 3. We'll do 3 more times. So possibly with your eyes closed. Inhale, rise your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend over to the right. Inhale through center, switch the grip. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back, high plank. Inhale, shift to your tippy toes. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, focus your gaze towards the top of your space. Come to your tippy toes. Exhale, safely step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Inhale, lower down halfway or all the way, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your space. Exhale, gently travel to the top of your mat. Last time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Adho Mukha, inhale, upward facing dog. Inhale, Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Flutter your lips on the exhale. Getting the breath going. Maybe having a little bit of fun, finding a smile on your face. We're getting warm now. So take another deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your space, come to your tippy toes. Exhale, travel safely up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. So before reaching your arms up, find a generous bend into your knees, maybe toes together, feet together, or if it's comfortable, that's too uncomfortable, you can bring your feet to be hip width distance. I prefer to keep my toes together, maybe a sliver at the end of my heels. So once you find that bend in your knees, inhale, rise up, chair pose. Your arms are up and out at about a 45-degree angle. You're tucking your tailbone underneath you, knitting your low belly up and away from your thighs. Arms are rested down, shoulders are rested down away from your ears, arms reaching up and out about a 45-degree angle. Wherever you are, if you feel your legs shaking, if you feel this sort of discomfort, send your breath to be strong and allow for you to be present and carry yourself through this pose. Remember, nothing is permanent. We'll always be moving. That's the concept of yoga. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana of your choice. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up high, strong and straight. Send the heel to the sky, toes facing the ground. Exhale, round out. Bring your knee to your nose. Press the floor away from you. Broaden through your shoulder blades. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step through, low lunge. Inhale, envision bringing your feet's energy, your front foot back, your back foot forward, allowing for you to secure the muscles in between the back of your hamstrings. Then from there, rise up, draw a line straight up, high crescent lunge. Your heel is stacked over the ball mount of your back foot. You can maybe find a little bit of a bend in your back knee, then tuck your hips underneath you, re-straighten through that back leg, and it opens up your left hip flexor. Your knee is over your right ankle, your belly is carved up and away, and your arms are reached up overhead. Find a deep breath in, and exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale, open up warrior two. So you're gonna spin your back foot so that's parallel with the back of your mat. Still allow for your knee to be over your ankle, toes facing the front of your mat. Your hips are as square as they can be, and your arms are reaching out towards the front and the back of your space. Your gaze is over your front middle finger, shoulders are rested down and away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, maybe sink a little lower in your right leg. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, surrender your front palm up to the sky. Inhale, shine your right arm up and back for reverse warrior. Double check to see if you went back and up with your right leg, because that tends to happen as we move our energy away from the front. So find that nice bend in your right leg. Send your right arm up and back in space. You can take your left arm rested down on the space behind you, or possibly wrap it at the small of your back. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in, fill your right rib cage up and down. Imagine it expanding 360 degrees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. So you can either, there's a lot of options here. The full expression is here. If you want it to be a little bit more challenging, you can take your left arm and reach towards the front of your space. If you want to focus on your obliques, you're welcome to float your bottom hand so that it's not touching the ground. You want to focus on your flexibility, you can reach for the instep or the outstep of your front leg. Traditionally, in certain types of yoga, it depends on whichever one is more comfortable. So I personally would like to put it on the instep of my front leg. If this is too challenging for you, you're more than welcome to rest your forearm on your thigh. This is actually my favorite one. So you're able to still find that nice bend in your front leg. So then that way you're able to, and with this rested on your thigh, you're able to use that trajectory to possibly twist your chest towards the sky, which is the ultimate goal. Find a deep breath in and exhale it out. Inhale, reach the left arm up a little bit higher. Then exhale, cartwheel the hands down so they frame your front foot. Pop onto the ball mount of your back foot so you're on your toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step back, high plank, and take your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra, and then exhale, down dog. Find a deep breath in, and exhale, let it go. Maybe notice the difference between your right side and your left side. So now we'll move on to the left. Inhale, rise the left leg up, high, strong, and straight, toes to the ground, leading with the heel. Exhale, round out through the back, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Envision bringing your left foot back in space, your right foot forward, igniting the hamstrings, your Uddiyana Bandha, the space between your groin, and then utilizing that strength, draw a line coming all the way up, high crescent lunge. Starting from the ground up, looking at the base of your back foot, your heel is over your ankle. You can maybe take a little bit of a bend in your right knee, tuck your pelvis towards the front of your space, and then re-straighten through that back leg. Still allow for the knee to be directly over the ankle, knit the belly up and away, and rise the arms up overhead. Find a deep breath in, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, open up, warrior two. Here, double check on the back of your space, or the back foot is parallel with the back of our space. Our left knee is over the left ankle, Hips as square as they can be. And then we're reaching out towards the front and the back of our space. Shoulders rested down and away from the ears, allowing for the tips of the shoulder blades to be connected at your back. Gaze over your front finger. Finding a deep breath in. And exhale, sinking deeper into the left leg. I always like to say society allows for us to always find ourselves to be confined. How many people can we fit in a cubicle, in an office, things like that. Warrior two is one of the most powerful poses that you have in yoga. So allowing for yourself to take up the space, widen your stance deep into the leg, allows for you to claim what's rightfully yours. Claim the space that you find yourself confided in each day. Surrender your front palm up to the sky. Inhale, send your left arm up and back. Take your right arm, you can rest it at the back base of your leg or wrap it around the small of your back if that's comfortable. Find another deep breath in, fill up the right side rib, and exhale, let it go. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. So just as we did before, allowing for us to be either floating the bottom hand, focusing on the obliques, reaching for the floor to focus on flexibility, or possibly resting your forearm on your thigh. You can take your top hand, reach towards the front of your space. Beautiful thing about yoga is there's so many modifications, so you're more than welcome to do what's best for your body today. Take a deep breath in, reach up with the right arm a little bit higher. Exhale, circle the arms down, frame your front foot, pop onto the ball mount of your back foot for a low lunge. Step your left foot back to meet the right, high plank, and then take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take another breath in and exhale. You're always welcome to skip your chaturangas altogether. Go straight into downward facing dog. Take another deep breath in and exhale it out. We're going to move through that one breath to one movement as a flow. So as you move through the next 2 times, we'll move through that. Allow for, as you move, you're connecting a breath, whether it be an inhale or an exhale, as you transition from pose to pose. Typically, a nice little rule of thumb is that if you are going towards the earth, you're exhaling, and as you're coming away from the earth, you're inhaling. Don't know if that's necessarily confusing in certain ways to certain people, but it helped me when I first had heard about it. So I always like to share the education, share the knowledge. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna find ourselves in downward facing dog again, because I feel like some of you may have gone down. I tend to like to talk a lot. So we'll meet in downward facing dog and move through that one breath to one movement. Inhale, look to the top of your space, come to your tippy toes, find a bend in your knees, safely jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink down into the comfiest chair you've sat in all day today, because this one is provided by the strength in your glute, your quads, and your hamstrings. It's amazing, right? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up high, strong, and straight. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, with control, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Find a deep breath in. Exhale, frame your front foot, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Find a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale with control, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Take a breath in to lengthen. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful, good job, you guys. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And one more breath in. And an exhale. We'll move through that one more time. So inhale, look to the top of your space. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale with control, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, keep the bend in your right leg. Exhale, extended side angle. Take a breath in to lengthen. Exhale, low lunge, pop onto the ball mount of your back foot. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reach a little bit taller. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Find a big breath in. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Toes together to touch. Find child's pose. Bring your forehead down to the earth. Allow for your breath to start to steady. Letting go of the ujjayi. Finding a deep breath in. And exhaling it out. Inhale, fill the belly between the thighs. Exhale, sink the hips a little bit deeper to the earth. Find your bones, your skin, your muscles to be heavy. Feel supported by the mat and the earth below. Find a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Start to make your way back up and into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up high, strong, and straight. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist for half pigeon. So this pose looks similar to this. So you want to have a bend in your front leg. I don't know if you can see me. So you want to have a bend in your front leg so that it comes, the goal is to be parallel. If your hips allow, that's great. If not, just find a bend in your front leg so that it's parallel as they can be with the front of your space. Your hips are square and your back leg is out back behind you. You can look back over your right shoulder, see your toes, see if they're in line with your heel. You want to allow for the hips to be square so that way you're not dumping onto one side and not getting the stretch properly. So you want to have your hips over one another. Envision sending more weight into your left hip. Bring your hands back towards your hips. Find a breath in, reach your chest up, and opening up the throat. Then exhale, if this is comfortable, you can drop down onto your forearms for sleeping pigeon. Resting your forehead down into the hands, maybe using your hands as a pillow, maybe using an actual pillow. If this is just too much for you, you're welcome to drop down onto your back. Take your right ankle, cross it over your right knee. You're welcome to stay here in figure 4, or you can bring your left knee into your chest, grab through the inner hole that you've created with your legs for the back of your left thigh. And then you can use this to possibly pull your knee closer in if you need more intense of a stretch. If you feel it in your knee, abort. If you are able to feel it in the outside of your hip, which is where you want it to be, then you're good. Find a flex in both feet if that's the case. For those of you that are in actual half pigeon, find another deep breath in. And exhale, sink down a little bit lower. Find a bit of relaxation. I like to envision possibly a rushing wave of cool water coming into the hip and washing away all the stagnant energy. We carry a lot of our stresses, our emotions, different things like that in our hips. So finding the opportunity to give them a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of love that tends to possibly release some emotions. You're in the confines of your own home. So if there is anything that comes up, please feel free to explore. Send your breath and enjoy. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, start to walk up onto your hands. And then this time, sink onto your right hip. Bring your left leg up and around. So you're able to do almost like we used to call it a Hollywood when I was in elementary school, but like a twisted stretch. So you want to have your right leg down onto the earth, your left leg up and over. If this is too intense already, you're welcome to just straighten your right leg and cross your left leg over top. Once you find yourself here, take a deep breath in, rise your arms up overhead, and exhale, twist to the left, placing the left hand back behind you, hooking that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. You're welcome to use your hand to be flat here, or you can wrap around your leg, whatever is most comfortable to you. But whatever you do, as you inhale, envision someone is a puppet master and pulling you up, pulling a string of energy, lengthening your spine. And then as you exhale, you're twisting a little bit deeper, possibly focusing your gaze towards you, back behind you. Inhale, pulling up. And exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back through center. Place your right hand on the earth. Send your left arm up towards the side, just finding a nice little counter stretch. Then plant both hands onto the earth and make your way back into downward facing dog. For those of you in figure 4, you're welcome to drop back down onto your backs and start to move onto the opposite side. For those who are doing pigeon, inhale, lift the left leg up high, strong, and straight. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left wrist. Possibly walking your right foot back, allowing for your hips to be square, and that helps that by taking a peek over your left shoulder. Looking at your toes, making sure they're right back behind your heel. And then as you inhale, bring your hips back, shining through the chest. And as you exhale, drop down onto the forearms. Maybe using the same pillow that you used on the other side. We do carry, like I had said on the other side, a lot of emotions and stresses in our hips. So when we get the opportunity to stretch them, I can't stress enough, it's very important for our well-being. It makes sense because these are our largest joints that are located towards our most emotional system, our reproductive system. So that allows for a lot of times them not wanting to open up, them not wanting to be available, be vulnerable. So sometimes it's challenging to get comfortable in this pose. If you ever find that you're in pain, please back out. But if you find the discomfort, the beauty in yoga, they always say, is that once you reach your edge, once you feel like you can't do anymore, that's when the pose finally begins. So once I find that I'm at my edge, a beautiful tool that we all carry is our breath. So as you find yourself taking a deep inhale, exhale, maybe finding a little bit more relaxation in the hips, more opening up. Find another deep breath in and exhale. Start to send your weight onto your left hip this time. Take your right leg, swing it around, just as we did on the other side. You're welcome to take your left leg and keep it straight this time, or you can find it tucked. But wherever you are, find a deep breath in, rise your arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the right, hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Finding that puppeteer, inhale, rising, stretching up through your spine. And then as you exhale, focusing your gaze back behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back up through center. And then exhale, reach your legs out long in front of you. Take your palms, your hands. Get away all of the goodness that's underneath your sits bones, all your goodies, and allow for your sit bones to be connected with the mat. Once you find yourself here, take a deep breath in, rise your arms up overhead. Envision that puppeteer pulling your spine up, finding length in your spine. Then once you find that you can't go anymore, as you exhale, hinge at the hips. Reach forward. Try to close the gap between the thighs and the chest. Once you feel like you can't get any further, drop the arms down, reach for whichever is closest to you. Could be your thighs, could be your calves, could be your feet, and then maybe resting the head, tucking the chin. My hamstrings are very strange, where if I have my head up like this, I feel one sort of stretch. And then if I tuck my chin, I feel a different, more intense stretch in the hamstrings. So maybe just making note of how this difference in minor tweaks in these poses that we do very often can affect our body. Another beautiful thing that one of my friends and teachers has told me is that these kind of stretches where you're connected in like almost like an infinity type of shape, where you're connecting at the feet and the hands, allows for a beautiful regulation of energy to be circulated throughout the body. So if you feel as though there is some stagnant energy, you can always try to maybe find yourself in a pose where you're able to connect at the hands and the feet that allows for it to find a continuous energy source. As you inhale, rise back up like zombie arms, keeping your arms out long. And then using your last little bit of core, slowly as you can, lower all the way down onto the earth. Oh. Once you find yourself here, bring your knees so that they are planted, or bring your feet so they're planted on the earth so your knees come up like little mountains. And then place your hands at your hips. Your fingertips should be able to brush the base of your heels. Envision maybe tucking your tailbone underneath you, pressing down through your feet. And as you inhale, rise your hips up to the sky for bridge pose. Press down through your feet so you can almost as if you can rip your mat out from underneath you, sending so much energy, igniting the glutes and igniting the quads, allowing for your hips to get up a little bit higher. Your chest chases your chin chases the sky. Find another deep breath in, raise your hips a little bit higher. Yes, you can. Exhale, slowly lower down. Maybe windshield wiper your feet from side to side. Beautiful. We'll do one more set. So come into a still bridge pose. And then once you feel, as you exhale all of your stale air, inhale, rise the hips, take bridge. Maybe you bring your shoulder blades underneath your heart, connecting your palms at the base of your back. And then you're able to use your shoulder blades as a little bit of a shelf, getting a little bit more height into the hips. Find another deep breath in, raise a little bit higher, take another breath. Exhale, slowly lower down. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll your hips from side to side. Giving your low back a bit of a massage, maybe you're rotating them in one clockwise direction, another counterclockwise circle. And once you feel ready, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. And then drop your knees over to the left side of your body for supine twist. Allow for your shoulders to be concrete on the earth. You can possibly shift your hips over to the right side so that they become more stackable, and then making note of where your knees are, trying to keep them as in line as possible as well. Maybe focus your gaze towards the right side of your space, maybe resting your left arm on your thighs. Gently closing your eyes. Starting to let your breath go. Inhale, come back through center. Maybe bringing your hips over to the left side, bring your knees into your chest, and then drop the knees over to the right side of your space for supine twist. Possibly focusing the gaze to the left, resting your right arm under your thighs. Finding your breath, taking note of how your body feels after a bit of movement today. Inhale, come back through center. Bring your knees into your chest. Straighten through the hips so that they're in line with your mat. Reach through the inner parts of your knees for the outer knife side edges of your feet for happy baby. So you're gonna wanna possibly bring your knees as close into the sides of your body, into your armpits as you can. And then you can rock from side to side, enjoying the nice stretch for the inner thighs. Having your feet be flexed and parallel with the earth, that your ankles stacked on top of the knees. Maybe straighten through one leg and then the other. Enjoying the first pose we ever did for yoga from when we were a child. On your inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, closing the space between your belly and your thighs. Take a deep breath in and exhale, Shavasana. Reach the legs out long, arms out long. Resting the eyes closed, maybe picking up the shoulders and dropping them down and away from the ears. Letting the toes splay out towards the outsides of your body. Letting your head maybe rock from side to side, hitting that soft spot on the base of your skull. Removing your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Finding a deep breath in, filling up. And then exhale, letting it go. As you inhale and you exhale, dedicate a portion of your breath towards a relaxation in every part of your body. Starting at the crown of your head, your forehead, your eyebrows, your temples, your cheekbones, your nose, your ears, your jaw, your tongue, your lips, and down through the neck to the shoulders, and the biceps, your triceps, forearms, your wrists, your palms, your pinky fingers, your ring fingers, your middle fingers, pointer fingers, your thumbs, your chest, your belly, your back, your ribs, your sides, your hips, your booty, your quads, your knees, your hamstrings, your calves, your ankles, tops of your feet, bottoms of your feet, and your toes. All finding relaxation. Start to deepen your breath. Feeling the rising and the falling of your chest. And a wiggle in your fingers and your toes. Run your chin from shoulder to shoulder. Reach your arms up overhead. Find a good morning stretch. Make yourself as long as possible, pointing your toes. And then when you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side, whichever side is calling you most. Corpse pose or Shavasana is the death of this practice, but it's also the death of what's not serving you. Fetal pose allows for rebirth. It allows for what you've moved for and what you've breathed for the concept of a human being rather than a human doing to be applied into your everyday life. Gently start to make your way up into a seat with your eyes closed and your hands to your heart center, your Anjali Mudra. Your Anjali Mudra is the joining of the right and the left side, the joining of the mind and the body. So anytime you feel any sort of discomfort and ungroundedness, you can find yourself here. We'll seal our practice together with one breath, as if we are one long. Inhale and exhale. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye center, the space between your brow, your center of wisdom. The light and the love in me honors and adores the light and the love in each and every one of you. With gratitude, I bow forward. Namaste. Thank you again for being here to share this bit of time. I lost track, not sure how long it was, with me. I know that you did, and just know that you did very well for your body. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. More than welcome to reach out. My Instagram is Jess Chest. My name's Jessica Chester. So that, or just, email, anything along those lines, I'll definitely be happy to share. So hope you have a great day, a great rest of your quarantine, and a great week, and